What's going on, operators? D'Lo Brands back for another video. I hope your week has started off great. And today, um, I'm gonna be doing a video on my actual AI tool stack that I use. I know that we look at tons of tools on this channel, but I do not use every single one of these tools all the time. So, right now I spend around 327 to $372 per month on AI tools. And some people would call that expensive, but I call that the bare minimum. If I'm going to be honest, I really want to spend much more on AI if I could. But in this video, I'm breaking down every AI tool that I currently pay for, what I actually use it for, what I would cut out first, and which tools are carrying the most weight in my workflow. And a lot of people talk about what they're using, and you're gonna hear some overlap. There's specific tools that you're gonna hear that everybody uses. So let's jump right in. But before we do jump in, we have a like goal of 20 likes for this video. Um, we have 3 more slots, free slots open for the AI Educate AI Lab. So go ahead and join that. The link is in the description. And let's jump right in. So the first one that we're gonna go through is the most obvious one, honestly, and it's ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT, man, I spend $150 per month on ChatGPT. Okay, so I have a pro plan, which that's this one. If I go to settings and then billing, we have the pro 5 times, and I just upgraded from that really just yesterday. So I got this because not only do I want more usage, I've been building a lot more, but I've been hitting my 5 hour caps just so consistently. And when I'm running different things that are powered by my subscription, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later, um I really want to let things run continuously. So I just went ahead and got the pro plan. But ChatGPT, man, I use ChatGPT for everything. The biggest part of my workflow is ChatGPT and what ChatGPT has to offer. So, number one, just the chatting, going in here, asking questions. I use it to help me with different businesses and different planning for different stuff I got to do. Um, Brand identity. So, like, this was a client that I was looking to create their branding. I literally got it to help me create that, giving it prompts. I love creating images inside of ChatGPT. It's absolutely, honestly, it's second to none right now. I think Gemini is going to kind of come up with something, but it's just phenomenal. These are the designs that we use for Educate. We built this inside of ChatGPT for us to have our brand inside of here. So GPTs are a huge item. These things on the side, um, they really are how I have been taking advantage of ChatGPT the most. And inside of the Educate AI Lab, go down to the link in the description. We have multiple GPTs that are in there that I use all the time. I'm using a couple of them right now as we speak, and it's just made my life so much easier. So we'll demo just one of these really quick. So I created this like vintage version of um the post style for one of my companies. So let's just try it out. Create a 4x5 post for a post promoting our upcoming event teaching graphic design. So um this is just going to get it to post image. This is going to get it to create that post image, and it has the actual instructions inside of here. So if we click on edit GPT, we can actually see the instructions that we put inside of here. So it's going to be running based off of that all the time. And I really like this for repeatable workflows. So My favorite use case is with images, but of course I have GPTs that are only dealing with text like copywriting, Carousel GPT, brand creator, all of these type of things. I have GPTs that are literally here to give me prompts. You know what I'm saying? So GPTs have been a huge tool for me. Easily creating images. You guys see this? So this is the actual vintage look, real clean, real creative, real unique, you know? So I also use GPT um Codex. So if you don't know what Codex is literally the best thing ever created. I sound like a ChatGPT simp, but listen, Codex is the best thing that has ever been made. Codex app is what I use when I'm building things. I sometimes use it inside of the terminal, but if we go over to our settings and we go to analytics, we see that we have usage here. So this usage inside of Codex is different from the usage that we get over here in the regular chat. So Codex is basically Codex usage can be used in multiple different places, and this was why I pay the most for ChatGPT. I use my ChatGPT subscription for my OpenClaw. I use my ChatGPT subscription for my Bud.app that we're gonna get into later, which is an AI employee. I use my ChatGPT subscription for, inside the Codex app. I use my ChatGPT subscription for. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm actually looking for more ways to use my subscription. So if you know any ways, I would love to take advantage of that. But um, so I really love Codex because it is making me as a non-technical builder. I wouldn't consider myself a programmer or a coder or anything like that. It helps me to be able to build things, and it does very well. So compared to these open source models, it is literally second to none. Opus 4.7 might be better than it, but it's not that much better to where you really need to make a different decision on your model. It's not that different, I promise you. Especially if you have access to GPT-5 Pro. That is a game changer for coding. So that's my first subscription is ChatGPT, and there's so much stuff that we can get into. I'll probably do a longer video on all the updates, the current state of ChatGPT, but look at the previous videos, you'll be able to see them. So my next subscription is Canva. So a lot of people don't know this one has as much as it has. Like it is literally the best creative tool that anyone can have right now. So if we go over here, they have tons of AI tools. So these are different apps that you can make. These are some of them are from the community and some of them are actually created from Canva. If you go to, let's go to create, let's go to Instagram posts, and we go to the side right here. We have like Magic Media. We can create images in here. We can create videos inside of here. We can create 3D inside of here. We can remove the background from things. We can upscale images. That's what this is. Well, that's not available anymore, but it has tons of different apps. Video upscale, pixel enhancer, which is an upscaler. That's what I use it for. Is upscale. I use it to design for my clients as well, but upscaling, editing, different stuff. That's what I use Canva for. And they just released, I want to say they just released Canva 2.0. So I'm not sure if, let me see. I'm pretty sure they've released Canva 2.0 at this time. Let's just check really quick. Because for a while it was just, loading. April 15th. They introduced it April, but is it released? Is it released though? Try for yourself. General, but okay, so I probably have it now, which this is basically where you can chat to design or chat to create. Okay, so let's like test out something. Um, Create a poster promoting a new launch event for a photography studio. Let's see what these options are. So we can schedule tasks with this. We can attach things. We can import. We can apply a brand. So if I wanted to utilize one of my clients' brands or one of my brands, I can do that. We can connect apps, which this has been a very, very powerful part of Canva 2.0 is the connections that it can create, and it will be able to grab that context and use it in the designs. But let's just use this simple prompt and see what it does. This is definitely Canva 2.0. So Canva is something that I've been paying for before AI even got added to the platform. It's as a graphic designer, once Canva came on the scene, more clients just wanted, Canva designs or Canva templates specifically. So, um, it's become a part of my workflow. I use it for, all the things that I said, but it's basically just created a few designs for us. So, it doesn't have much context. It doesn't have a brand that we gave it or anything like that, but we can click into these and see it, and we can actually use it in the Canva editor to go ahead and edit this stuff. So let's select the one that we like. I really like this one. And it doesn't get it perfect, but you can go over here, edit it a little bit. Maybe we want to move this up. So this is a easy way if you're not really a designer, you don't really know Photoshop or anything like that. You can go inside of Canva, get things done, and have fun that way. So for the third one, we have Gemini. So I have Gemini through Google Workspace. So this is one way that I would recommend everybody go about getting a business email. Once you have your domain, you go over to Google Workspace and you utilize your domain on Google Workspace to get a domain email. So the email that you see on my businesses, if you've ever been on any of those websites, they have name@business.com. So that's through Google Workspace, and they give you Gemini access. So let me just log in really quick. And it's a ton of Gemini access. It's not the actual like larger plan, but let me show you guys really quick. So this is it. So I pay $26.40 per month for this, and I only have one user. So this would be leveling up. This would be AI expanded access. So I'm not really sure, but I don't ever have to hit usage limits on Gemini except for when I am creating videos. I never really hit limits on creating images, but I use Gemini for right now. I've been using Gemini a lot with notebooks. So if you go to plus and then we got Notebook LM, I've been using it a lot with notebooks and basically creating a expert that I can have a conversation with. Other than that, I used to use it a ton for images and things like that, thumbnails, but now I just use ChatGPT for that. So Gemini is kind of a subscription that I have, just because I have a business email. I don't really use Gemini except inside of my email. And that's a huge, huge plus to Gemini is that you have access to it inside of your email, and you can use flows. You can have automations. It has context on your calendar, because Google has a really deep ecosystem. So it's a cool subscription. I think I don't think I would pay for it if I didn't have Google Workspace, only because I don't get any coding benefit out of this. I don't necessarily pay for anti gravity, and even if I did pay for it, they don't have enough usage for me on there. And I don't really use a IDE anymore because I'll use the terminal or the Codex app. So I really wouldn't even pay for Gemini. If you don't have a Google email, I wouldn't pay for Gemini. Honestly, I wouldn't pay for it. They're probably gonna release a new model soon that's gonna absolutely take the world by storm, and then everybody's gonna say go buy Gemini. But for right now, May 18th at 12:41 p.m., it's just not worth it for me. I don't get on here often at all, but I do use it to create videos if I want to just not pay for videos or stuff like that. And you also have access to Google Labs if you have a subscription. And this is a great benefit to it because Google Labs is basically where Google releases all of their AI experimentations. So Mixboard, they got Google Flow Music, Vantage, develop and measure future ready skills like collaboration in a Gen AI simulated teamwork. Stitch is something that I use all the time when I'm prototyping, when I'm changing the UI of something that I'm working on. You guys have seen that in tons of stuff, and they have so much more. Project Genie, Fire, Disco, Google App, Pomely, Opal, they're all great. I don't use many of them except for Flow sometimes and Stitch. So, it is what it is. But what was I about to I wanted to point out something here. Project Genie, I think we may have to skip it. Yeah, we'll have to skip it. I'm not even sure what I was looking at, but Notebook LM is the other one. Notebook LM is the other one that I use frequently. Um, it's a great tool. Notebook LM is the most powerful querying tool, the most intelligent querying tool that we have right now. That's available to the general public. So, next up for the fourth subscription that I have, we have Higgsfield. So I don't even have any more credits right now, but I'm on the plus plan. So um $39 a month, $40 a month. Well, actually it's not even okay, so we were on monthly. It's $55 a month. $55 a month. And the only reason why I ran out of credits is because I was working on client work and I just needed a lot of different versions and I didn't really care about saving my credits. That's the only thing that I was using it for. So they have this new thing called Supercomputer, which I may get on stream later and actually try it out, buy some more credits and try it out. But honestly, I haven't really been on a supercomputer to be able to say if it's good or not. But I think a lot of people are having some great benefit from it. Of course, I use what in the world? Where did this come from? I use it to generate images. Where did this come from? General Higgsfield Soul? Huh. That's interesting. I think I had my AI agent like test out the Higgsfield MCP and create these cuz I definitely didn't create these. But I use it to create images, I use it to create videos, I use it to create audio, I use it to create everything. Like it is absolutely super cool. And this is the MCP where you can connect it to your agent. So if you have a ChatGPT subscription like me, you can give it to Codex, have it connect to the CLI, the MCP, and have the skill, and it'll be able to use um your credits from your account. You don't have to pay for the Higgsfield API, which for some people can get very expensive. And they have some really, really cool tools. Marketing Studio, I really, really, really like Marketing Studio. If we go over to the generations that I made, actually, we're not going to check that one out. That's client work. So they have Cinema Studio, which we've done a video on this. We actually have a GPT that helps with building these out. But Um, let me see. See, this is something that we did inside of here. So like creating a scene, first frames, and then if we can go to the video. Well, this is some more stuff. It helps you create characters, and we got this video. So you can create a ton of stuff with Higgsfield. But what I will say is I think the $55 a month plan is enough if you're just doing images. But if you're trying to do videos and images, I would go ahead and do that $99 a month, honestly, or $129 a month, because it's just, this one gives you 3,000 credits per month, and the other one only gives you 1,200. So that 3,000, you'll get about 30 different videos. You may still have to get more, but you can do 6,000, 9,000. It gets expensive when it comes to video, but this is another one that I use. It has different apps too. So the angles, the expand image I used a lot when ChatGPT didn't have all of the aspect ratios, but with GPT Image 2, you have literally every single aspect ratio. Relight, AI Stylist, Skin Enhancer, tons of stuff is here, so definitely check it out. And the links to some of this stuff will be in the description, not all of them. I don't have affiliate links for any of these except Higgsfield, I believe. I don't even think I have one for Higgsfield, but you know. So number five. Number five. One, two, three. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, number 5 is Bud. Okay. So this is Bud. Let me go back to the new chat. So this is Bud. Basically, Bud is the easiest way to set up a AI agent that runs 24/7 and be able to text it. So I have an OpenClaw, but my OpenClaw doesn't it needs its own computer, So if I don't have two other computers, then I can't have two other OpenClaws. But with Bud, I can create different accounts on Bud, and if I have like 2 phones or I have 3 phone numbers that I can text from, then I can have 3 different agents. So basically, I don't pay for this at all. I only, matter of fact, did they reset my usage? Because I think they give 100,000 every single month. Wow, never mind. But I use my ChatGPT subscription. So if we go to settings and we go over to pricing. Oh, not pricing. Up here, then we go to, what are we doing? Where are the models at? Oh, here are the models. Okay. So right there on the side, you can choose what models you want, and I'm only using these because they're the only ones that you can use with the GPT Plus or Pro subscription. So I use this is basically a replacement for having a separate computer for an OpenClaw, because this agent has its own computer. I can text it from my phone. It has all of the documents that it needs inside of here. This specific one helps me with AI Educate. So it has all the documentation. It has the ability to create images, Visual Creator, the magazine, ops. It has all of our logos, all types of stuff. It has everything that it needs inside of here. So I can just text it from my phone and say, hey, put out a new XYZ, or create a new resource for this, or put out a script for that, or give me my video analytics for that. And while I've been using Bud, it has prompted me to connect certain things via Composio. So Composio is kind of like Zapier. You can connect different things, your Google stuff, your different accounts on different platforms. So I've connected it to my Bud, and I've gotten it to perform work for me. So Bud is something that I would recommend everybody at least check out. I did a video on it previously. I'll try to link it at this time, but that's it for this one. So I have other things that oh I have other things that I spend AI money on, but those are the five that I'm going to give you guys today. And if you would like the full list, go down to the Educate AI Lab, join that. It's completely free, and you will be able to see my full list of what I pay for on a monthly basis when it comes to AI use. So if you did learn something in this video, definitely leave a comment. What was the most surprising part? I didn't have Claude inside of there, so I don't know if you caught that one, but yeah, that's my AI stack. That's the stuff that I use every day. ChatGPT powers most of it. And if I had to say one that can go right now is Gemini. Gemini can go, and I really only have Adobe Firefly because I pay for the Adobe suite so that I can have Photoshop, After Effects, Premiere Pro, Lightroom, stuff like that. But I probably wouldn't have that either because, I would have Higgsfield. But maybe I don't need to have Higgsfield anymore since I have Adobe Firefly, because Adobe Firefly has all of those models. But you guys didn't even see that. So join join the AI lab so you can see Firefly. But this has been D'Lo Brands. I appreciate you guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.